We've only given up 3 touchdowns on defense over the last 12 quarters. Obviously, that's probably 3 too many for you guys, but what's just been working so well these past 3 games?
Yeah, I think everybody just getting aligned and adjusted. Tosh and Landon do a great job of, bringing in this great defense, and I think that's, a lot of player-led stuff on my part as a leader, as the defense, to get everybody aligned, but also just everybody doing their job, everybody doing their 111th. So, yeah.
What is the mindset on defense after the offense gives up a defensive touchdown?
Yeah, go out there and get another stop. We're never out of the fight, you know what I mean? So we're always going to go out there and, we want to be put in those critical situations where we got to nut up on defense and do stuff like that. So we're never out of the fight.
A lot of weirdness in that first quarter. You had the blocked, field goal. You thought it was going to be a touchdown. Got called back. More nonsense. Then you get the Steve Stevens interception. Just what does it speak to this defense that kind of you can get over that weird stuff quickly and make plays?
Yeah, I think it goes down to us being in those critical situations in practice, and then always knowing that, when everybody's doing their 111th and we have, our defensive line getting to the quarterback, rushing coverage are always going to work together. So I think, it just goes down to everybody doing their job, staying poised, not letting our highs get too high and our lows get too low.
Does Bo do anything that surprises you anymore? Have you seen it all?
He did surprise me today with the throw that he threw to Trayshawn. I think it was on the 3rd down. He kind of made 2 defenders miss, but I mean, I see that in practice every day. So yeah.
Why is this team so good against the run? It feels like no one can run on you guys really well.
Yeah, I think that goes down to practice, all in the preparation. Going up against our offensive line. I think Coach Terry does a great job with the offensive line. So we see it literally every day in practice, and then also having a dominant front 7. So
what's been the changes from last year and this year? I mean, I know you guys were good against run last year, but you're improved.
Yeah, I think it's just year 2 in the system. Guys are more comfortable, knowing where fits are, knowing what leverage you got to be in and what gap you got to be in. So
You mentioned not letting the highs get too high. How high is the high of holding a team averaging 200 rushing yards to half that?
Yeah, I mean, wait, sorry, could you repeat the question? Sorry.
How excited are you to hold a team that's averaging 200 yards rushing to half that?
Yeah, I for sure have to agree with you. I think it's a huge accomplishment to hold a team, with a good running back and a good offensive line just like that. So I think, like I said, it goes down to our defensive line, just being dominant, stepping up to the challenge, you know what I mean? That's something that Coach Tuioti was screaming and preaching all week, that, Jada Ott's going to come in here and try to run down your guys' throat. So, yeah, but, I mean, the defensive line did a great job holding up today, so.
Were you guys pumped for Taki that he didn't get that scoop and score touchdown?
Man, I'm so pumped that Taki got the scoop, but I wish he would have scored, but yeah.
Steve was really disruptive for you guys today. The interception and a big tackle for loss there in the first quarter. Just how big has he been with BA out, and obviously just stepping in and playing almost every snap?
Yeah. So the thing with Steve Stevens is every single day, like whether it's a walkthrough, whether it's just walking around the facility, he's always dialed in, just always locked in, just always communicating out there. Like whether he's mixed in with the 2s or the 1s, he's always just going to be himself. And I think it goes down to his preparation, the way the kid prepares, where he watches film. I'm very close with Steve. It literally just seeing it in practice every day. I think I'm so proud for him that's starting to show up.
How rare is that in a program where, I mean, a lot of you guys are dialed in and a lot of you guys are really well prepared, but for you to say that he's kind of above and beyond in that regard, where do you think that comes from?
I think that just comes to how he was raised. I know his parents very well, his mom and his dad, so I think, also I do live with Steve too, so I think, literally, I think, man, it just goes down to the type of person he is, man. A great kid on and off the field. When he's in the facility, he's locked in. And even when he's out of the facility, he's still trying to get better at what he can do inside the facility.
Is there anything specific you're kind of hoping to see in the cinematic recap from this week?
Nothing in particular that I can think of off the top of my head right now. So.
Have you ever been a part of the first quarter that chaotic, with the calling back 2 touchdowns, the interception immediately after, like blocking field goal, then just a count? You ever been a part of a quarter that was chaotic as that?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head right now, but yeah, I don't think that I can think of a game that chaotic.
you've been generating a lot of pressures lately. I think you had 6 against Utah. But what do you think makes you capable of doing that?
Yeah, I think just my athleticism. I'm doing a lot of things, being able to cover, and then also being able to rush the passer as well. Yeah, I think I do a great job in the pass game with me being able to rush the passer on blitzes and stuff like that. I think the coaches see that. So, sorry, excuse me, but I think the coaches are starting to see that. So just me being able to get to the quarterback week in and week out.
After the chaos of the first quarter like that, what goes into settling the game down, slowing things down to get back to a more normal sense of play?
Yeah, I think just the leadership on the sideline. Bo having the offense and then me grabbing up the defense and telling everybody that we need to be poised. You know what I mean? Stuff's not going to go our way all the time, and so just coming down to our preparation and coming down to our pillars of our defense. We got to go out there and execute.
Thanks, Jeff.